That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
9 brings up 2nd and 1.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
1 yard.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Dolphins.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Tua now on first down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try to run with Breida. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 11. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down the now before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. Now Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Graham. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass.
Wrong button. I hit the fucking wrong button. I'm tripping like shit.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Come on, y'all. Somebody come help. Fuck, I hit the wrong button.
He'll take it out past the 35. He
Damn, I'm
Bit
not
of the
gonna
turnover bug last week.
I'll
3
call it,
interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw.
Shit, that was a bad one.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down to the 9. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
No, sir.
The touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Dolphin first down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll run with Tanner to begin the drive. Well, they trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Blitz, and ain't nobody.
And they're able to get this one across.
Crazy, man. That's a blitz.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Going quickly here to Thomas. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Thank you.
He clears one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means create an attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He sets to fire deep.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
Complete.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and
How
you'd
the
like
fuck
to be able
am
to
I
say take it
blitzers
one
getting
play
this
at a
so damn
time.
late?
But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Ooh, they let me get
And he's going to be brought
They
down
didn't let me
just
pick
shy of
that
5
bullshit.
at the
Come on, man.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd
Fuck
and
outta
3.
here.
And 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Joyce over here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Come on!
Hang on
Fucking
to the
pop up.
contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away.
Oh, yeah, we'll take it.
This is picked up by the Dolphins. He's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after
Come on, don't lie. Y'all look like
Very nice
ass.
return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
2nd and 12 at the 46.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Dancing to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Breda. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On play action, here's Tua. Zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
After the turnover, it's Tua. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Saints 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Xavier Howard on
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Room here to run. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
At the 11-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play comfortable.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted.
Stop, Jones. Jones got that shit. Stop.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jenkins on the tackle.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They run again with Breida. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Rolling to his right. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. As he throws there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He gets this
Garrett Byron.
Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Gets home, down he goes.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they